Welcome to our bedtime routine, our sleepy time restorative practice. Restoration comes not just through sleep, but through other methods as well. But this course is focused on getting a good night's sleep. A good night's sleep means that your body and your mind are able to release what is no longer needed and to restore you, yourself, to your natural state of harmony. And so this practice will be poses, shapes, and breathing that is meant to induce a deep state of relaxation in order to move you into sleep. Our goal and our hope is that through the repetition of all of the practices in this course, you will come to a deeper and more compassionate understanding of yourself and the way that your body, mind, and spirit work together so that you can find your own way into restorative sleep. And so you may find, the point of saying all that is that you may find that over time you'll modify this practice in some way that feels right, that feels like it's where you need to go. The idea is to give you a foundation to begin to work with. So we'll be using our props for this practice. We have the bolster, a blanket. You could also, for the blanket, you could use like a bed pillow or anything that's this same kind of shape. And then we have the larger block here. And if you haven't gotten the larger block yet, or you've just decided you're not going to get it, that's fine. You could use 2 pillows. We're going to put our legs over them. You may need more blankets if your legs are longer. I have little short legs, so I don't need that many props. So we'll get there in a minute. But for now, let's just take a few breaths for the end of the day. Everything for the day has been finished. All of your tasks are complete. And there's nothing left for you to worry about, to finish, to plan, to reconcile. Just allow yourself to arrive here and now. Taking a very big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then we'll do that again, and this time as you inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears, and then when you exhale out of your mouth, let them drop away. And then one more like that. And let's unwind the neck and shoulders before we come into our first lying down pose. So you're going to bring your hands as close to your hips as you can, and then straighten your arms so that your shoulders actually push up towards your ears. And allow the shoulders coming towards the ears to come from the force of straightening your arms. So you're not pulling your shoulders up to your ears. You're pushing them from your hands pushing into your legs. This creates a little cradle for your cervical spine, for your neck. And then you're going to tuck your chin just a little bit and start to roll from side to side. If you feel any pulling down in your low back, any of that skin stretching sensation, then you've tucked your chin too far. Come up a little bit. You might start to feel some loosening here through your neck, maybe even through the shoulders, because they're being pushed up by your hands and forearms. Now continuing to go back and forth. If you hear a lot of crunching and moving, that's all totally normal. And then you're going to start to let your shoulders come away from your ears now and roll them in a way that feels like it's going to help you let go of what is not carrying you into a deep, restful sleep. So you don't even have to name it. Just move your shoulders and your head, your neck, in a way that feels like this unwinding. So you could roll one and then the other. You could roll both together backwards and forwards while continuing to let your chin go from side to side. If it feels inviting, you could start to take your ear towards your shoulder, coming to the side a little bit. Giving yourself as much relaxation and softness in this move as you can. So it's a gentle unwinding, no need to push or strain. You're definitely doing it right. If you like, you can start to look up as you circle back, but only if that feels like it's part of the unwinding. No stretching or straining, just moving into the spaces that provide the path to sleep. We'll do this for about 30 more seconds. You can let your hands slide away from your hips. Maybe move your shoulders a little bit more. And then start to let these movements come down into your belly, making some circular movements through your belly and your whole spine, circling your whole torso over your hips in one direction and then the other. And then coming to your center. And if you're seated up on a prop like I am, you can come off of it now. By the end of the day, the sitting on the floor feels very far away to me. So anyway, so coming off of your prop, bringing your legs out in front of you, leaning back on your hands to give your back a little bit of support. Feel your sit bones connecting to the earth. And then gently sway your knees from side to side, letting them come as close to the floor as feels okay. And here you could feel a little stretching or that skin stretching sensation, like if kind of pulling on the surface. Any of those things are really good things to feel. And if you're not feeling them, that's okay too. What we're doing here is moving anything that's stuck around the spine and in the hips, getting all of the life and the juice, the prana, to flow evenly through the body so that we can move into a deeply relaxing sleep. All right, so now we're going to assemble our props. I'm just going to switch these. So you're going to have your bolster here. You'll have your thick block or a pillow, and then another pillow or your blanket over. And then we're going to put our legs over this. So this is similar to legs up the wall, which you could do this up a wall. So you're going to get your hips right next to the props and then swing your legs over. So that's how you get yourself right close to them. And then you're going to lie all the way down on your back. Settling in. Now, you could do this in bed, but sometimes it's better to have the pressure of the hard surface. You don't need a yoga mat. I just have the mat so that I know where I am in the space for the camera, but you don't need a yoga mat to do this practice. You could just do this right on the floor if you have a carpet. So anyway, lying flat on your back and bringing your awareness to the back of your hips. And notice if there's a difference in the pressure. So notice the back of your right hip, where your right hip is touching the floor. And then notice the back of your left hip. And just notice if there's a difference. Notice if there's a difference in your awareness or a difference in sensation. Just noticing what you notice in the back of your hips here. Your hands gently rest on your belly or by the side of your body, preferably on your body, but if this causes discomfort in the mind, then for today's practice, have your hands by your side. Sometimes we confront the discomfort in the mind purposefully, but for this practice, we want to be as gentle and as easy as we can. So, preferable hands on the body, but if it's uncomfortable in the mind, hands by your side. Gently press the back of your head into the mat and then release. Just to see, maybe there's some tension in the neck there. You can even, if you have a lot of tension through your neck and shoulders, you can pick up your head with your hands. So try to resist picking your head up with your neck muscles. You're actually going to lift your head with your own hands and then give yourself a little bit of traction and then lower your arms down again. Or sorry, lower your head, or yes, like lower your hands back to your body. Now here, allowing yourself to be in this shape, offering softness to the legs, to your hips, to your belly, and drawing your awareness into your breath moving through your body. Notice the expansion and contraction of your ribs. then see if you can push your ribs even farther apart as you inhale, farther apart out to the sides of your body as you inhale. Then noticing how they come together as you exhale. And now if your hands are on your body, see if you can get your fingertips near your collarbones. Let's see if you can push your collarbones apart as you inhale. And just like when we were unwinding the neck, nice and soft. This is not a competition. This is not even a place to stretch or strain. We're just gently pushing the collarbones apart as you inhale, expanding the space of the breath. And now letting your hands move back to a place that feels easy and comfortable. But let your attention come to your throat, to the inside of your throat and the sides of your neck. And we'll add the expansion there. So with each inhale, expanding through the sides of the throat. And with each exhale, letting go through your nose. Remember always breathing in and out of your nose unless otherwise specified. Now, with each inhale, expanding through the sides of your body. And then with each exhale, letting go, letting the front of your body push into the back of your body. So you're inhaling out to the side, and then as you exhale, pushing into the middle of your body. Nice and easy, gentle through your nose. And now saying to yourself, I am breathing in as you inhale, and I am breathing out as you exhale. Keeping this deep awareness of your breath, begin to create extension and flexion through your spine. So extension is when you press your belly up, your chin tucks slightly, and then flexion is rounding your spine. Two more like that. Inhaling to extend and exhale to flex. One more. Now bringing your arms out to a T They don't have to be exactly out, so close to a T, and then bring your thumb and index finger together of each hand. And then you're going to nod your head from side to side. As you take your head side to side, move your thumb to your middle finger, and then your ring finger, and then your little finger. Now your ring finger, middle finger, index finger. Bring your head back to center. Bring your left hand, or let's say the hand that's away from the screen, farther away from the screen, to your belly. Bring the leg that's closest to the screen out to the side and create a holder with your hands. You're going to bend your elbow and catch your legs. Your knee comes into your chest and then out to the side, and you're going to catch your knee. And this is just like when we were pushing up, that you really want your leg to be as soft as possible and your arm to be holding it up. Actively press your shoulder into the earth so that you're using your lats, your back muscle, to hold your arm up and keep your body on the earth. So you're holding on to your leg, and then you're going to gently swing the bottom of your leg. So you could straighten it if you want, but you're just going to swing the joint up and down. You're going to bend your knee, bring your leg towards straight, and then you're going to grab, you're holding onto your leg, and you're going to kind of shake it towards your body. So hopefully this is appreciable in the video on the camera, that you can see I'm kind of shaking my leg. Make circles with your ankle. Take your head and face it in the opposite direction. So you're shaking your leg and turning your head in the opposite direction. And then take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth as you come to stillness. Bring your knee into your chest as your nose comes towards the sky. Hug your knee into your chest. Let your belly press up into your knee. Now holding on to your leg with the hand that's farthest away from the screen, let the arm that's closest to the screen come out to the side. And then you're going to let your leg, let's say it's the right leg, come towards the left. And then you're going to twist ever so gently to the left. It's almost like your legs are crossing, and turn your head to the right. So your head is turned away from your leg. Letting your left hand, or the hand that's away from the screen, drop down to your belly, maybe to the floor. And then you're going to take your head side to side again, and then find the place of the most space. So finding what feels like the angle that's going to provide the most opening for the tension to be released and restoration. to come in. And then take a big breath in and out of your nose. And now here again, saying to yourself, I am breathing in as you inhale, and I am breathing out as you exhale. After your next exhale, begin to come back to center by bringing your right knee or the crossed leg towards your chest, your head to center if it isn't already there, and bringing your arms around your leg again and pulling with your hands, your arms, pulling your knee into your chest. Circle your foot in one direction and then the other. Bring your hands around the outside of your thigh or the back of your leg. Straighten your leg as much as feels comfortable or okay or opening. And then gently release your hands and let your leg come back over the wall, that little wall that we've built for ourselves. Extend both arms up towards the sky and then reach your fingertips up. So sort of like you're rounding your shoulders, pulling your scapula off of the floor there, and then push your scapula into the earth. Bend your elbows, let your hands fall to your body. Inhaling and exhaling to extend and flex your spine. Inhaling extension, exhaling flexion. And again, inhale, exhale, and then we'll go the other side. So you're going to bend your left leg and you're going to make your holder with your hand for your leg, and then you're going to start to shake it. So you could extend your leg or keep your knee bent, extend and bend a little bit, and then shaking your leg and turning your head away from your leg and then towards your leg, away and towards. You're kind of shaking the bones and the muscles. This side should feel totally different. If it feels exactly the same, then that's unusual, and that's also okay. So after giving your leg a little shake and bending the knee up and down a little bit, bring your knee into your chest, wrap your arms around your knee, and pull your leg into your chest. Make circles in one direction and then the other with your foot. And then leaving your right hand on your left leg, let your left arm come out to the side. Your left leg comes over your right. And then let your hand release to your belly. Turning your head maybe towards the same direction as your leg or the opposite side. And then allowing your arm to slip all the way down to the floor, bringing both of your arms out to a T. And then letting your head go from side to side again. And finding the place that feels like it's the opening. So for you, it may feel like you want to come more to the right, almost like you're leaning everything to the right, or it might feel better to turn away from your twisted leg. There's a lot of different ways that the SI joint, that's the joint at the bottom of the spine, and all the bones in the spine. There's a lot of different ways that they get kinked up and compressed from all the different things that we do with them. So here is a time to find what feels as close to unwinding as you can. You may even want to bring your hands back to your body. But not if it's work to hold them there. And again, saying to yourself as you breathe in and breathe out, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. And after your next exhale, coming back towards the center by bringing your knee into your chest, your hands around your knee, and once again, pressing your knee into your chest, making the circles with your ankle in one direction and then the other. And now here we're going to bring the other knee to meet it. So now pulling both knees into your chest. And now as you inhale, letting your knees fall away from you. And as you exhale, drawing them into your body. Using as little muscle energy in your legs as possible. Trying to use your arms as much as possible. Pushing your legs away as you inhale. Drawing them into your body as you exhale. And now rolling over to one side and starting to come up to a seat. We're just going to change positions a little bit here. So coming all the way back to your seat with your legs out in front of you, letting your knees sway from side to side. And then we're going to come to the opposite side of the body using our props. So if you're using the blanket on the top. You're going to put that to the side. And you're going to take your bolster a long ways. You're going to take your block and make a little bit of space in between the two. We're going to lay down, belly down on the bolster, and your forehead is going to go on the block. So it looks like so. Just making sure I didn't smush the microphone. So your forehead is on the block. Your feet can be flat unless that starts to pull on your low back, or your toes tucked if that's better. Your arms, you're going to put along the side of your body so they're like resting or sort of falling over the edges of the bolster. The block is right below your hairline, so above your eyebrow, just below your hairline. And you're going to rock your head from side to side. Let your shoulders fall into the earth. Let the front of your body press into the bolster. Letting your arms be supported almost by the gravity. So you really have to let your shoulders release and surrender. You may have shoulders that have become rounded from working at a desk or computer for a long time, and they are fighting all the time, fighting gravity. So let them surrender. Surrender to gravity. Let the space between your shoulder blades open. Let the bolster press into your belly. And let go. Letting go of all that is not now. And now beginning to say to yourself, I am restored. Feel safe. Feel relaxed. Feel sleepy. I am restored. Feel safe. Feel relaxed. Feel sleepy. After your next exhale, bring your hands to to the side of your body. You're going to prepare to push yourself up. So you want to bring your palms pretty far down. You can imagine that they're at the center of your chest. Tuck your toes so that you have a little support from your feet, and you're going to push back towards a traditional child's pose. So I'm just going to scooch forward here so I make sure I stay in the screen there. Your hips coming back towards your heels, and then your head coming onto the bolster. Sometimes in restorative yoga, the knees go on the side of the bolster, like so. And then you lay all the way down on the bolster, so you could do it that way if that feels okay too. Either way. Sometimes this is too much twisting on the neck, so that's why sometimes it's better to do it on the end and still have your forehead on the bolster. Allowing your eyes to be closed. The back of your body to continue to soften. The front of your body supported. If you need to turn your head the other way, just notice the unwinding. And continuing to say to yourself, I am restored. Feel relaxed. Feel safe. Feel sleepy. When you're ready, gently make your way back towards a comfortable enough seated position. I'm just going to sit right on this bolster. You could do that too. And from here, allowing yourself to relish and stay in the internal awareness of this restorative practice as you gently make your way into your bed and find your way into your deep, restful, restorative sleep.